Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So, if you haven't heard, Ubisoft has this plant a tree project with this company called Ecology. And basically, it's this paying for the planet initiative launched by the United Nations. So, what it actually is, basically, long story short, for every tree planted in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, you find this spot where you plant the tree. So, every player who plants this one tree, Ubisoft will donate 15 cents to Ecology, up to a maximum of $40,000 to finance reforestation projects with its partners. Now, what does that mean for us? So basically, we have to go in-game, find this spot, you interact with it, and it plants a little blossoming tree for you. Now, for those of you who can't find the spot, or you don't want to go to Google and find it, even though how did you find this video? If you did, I'm going to kind of give you hints, and then at the end of this video, I'll give you all the details, okay? So first of all, if you don't know how to find this, go to Google, type in Ghost Recon Breakpoint Planet Tree. You'll see it right here. Ghost Recon Breakpoint Planet Tree. Click on it and it'll take you to this page. Okay, so one thing, if you plant a tree, they'll donate that money to Ecology. The second thing, in the game store, if you purchase the Snowwoods Ghillie, which is now new, Ubisoft will donate those proceeds as well. So there's a little mechanic in game, and then there's this Snowwoods Ghillie that you could buy. Okay, I'll make a separate video for that, just showcasing the Ghillie. I'm not going to do that here. I want to do this riddle for you guys. So now, come down here. You download the notebook PDF, and it opens up. Basically, this little story of this outcast who found all this this information, this intel. So basically, it's right here. This is the message, and you have to decrypt it by finding the correct number to letter down here so you can fill this entire thing out, right? So let's start with the first one. The first one, he's on Darkwood Island. It's about more than 2,500 years ago, the ancients, the first inhabitants of the island, and how people started interacting with the environment, and they would hunt giant birds, and the birds became extinct. So basically, the sum of these boxes equals 81. So what you're looking for are numbers in each box that add up together to 81. Now, you can't figure this one out. What you have to do here is you have to look at this icon right here. This is where it starts. It starts right here. 1, right? After you do this, you take this 1, you put it up here. Now, that's your hint. After that, you look at this picture. You go one way, then another way, then another way, then another way. Do all of that. Figure out what gets, what pops up and it coincides with what number. Put those numbers up here. Make sure the sum is 81, and you have it. Okay. Next one. Next one is Whalers Bay. This one was whale hunting. Okay, so this now we're talking about people would come on the island. They were hunting whales and everything, and the whales went extinct. We have to find out when was the last time the Pollard Junior, this whaling ship, when was the last time they actually had they sold their final whale catch. So the sum of all these boxes is going to be 56. What we do is we come down here. The clue here is figuring out how much all of these whales cost. So you could see right here, this whale right here is 3 equals 6,000. So right off the bat, we know each one of these costs 2,000. So if each one of these costs 2,000, then you do the math. You minus that 2,000 and you figure out how much each one of these cost. Then you have one of those costs and you put it down here. Then you figure out how much these cost, right? And so on and so forth. When you get that info, you look here and it says this ship, it got one of each whale. You do the math and you figure out where it is here, and you plug that date into here. Okay. Now, the next one, Silent Mountain. This one was about a farmer with gold, gold rush, all that good stuff. So I think he's looking for gold and things like that. You must orient yourself the way this man did, who went eagerly looking for gold. So this is all about orientation. Is up, down, left, right. Up and down, and it has triangles that are filled and not filled. Basically, you get hints like you see this down. That's 10 degrees north, and then you look at this compass. and 10 degrees north equals 1, right? And you put that 1 here. And then you have like this down arrow right here. You see 190 degrees south. You look 190 degrees south, and you get 4, and you put 4 here, right? So you do that, figure that out on your own, and when you get to the end, which is a little difficult because one of them were kind of tough, figure that out, and the sum has to equal 14. Okay, there's your hint for that one. For New Argyll, this is about deforestation and trees and what is it? The Norway spruce tree. You come down here, the big hint here is that number 1 is that no tree higher than 30 meters is in the napalm zone. Napalm zone is New Argyll repeated meal right here, right? So look for these little clues. We have the first tree, it's 245 rings. The ring width is right here. I'll tell you right now, the key to this, if you don't want a spoiler, skip past this right now, right? Press a little skip past this. You have to take this 245 and times it by 0.2. That will give you the number that coincides with its circumference, or I think it's ring radius. And then you take that number, you put it up here. Then you have to find the next number. Okay, that next number will coincide with all the information here. You get that, you put it here, and then you will have that one done. Next is Sinking Country. This was about, I like this one the best. This was my favorite one. This was a Russian spy that I think he got some information out at this military base. So you come down here and it gives you all this information about what happened the day before and who was seen, who wasn't seen. You know, it was Professor Plum with the candlestick in the library. It's really cool. You read this little area, it tells you, explains to you, they used a certain code name, and that code name coincides with basically the area. So Silent Mountain is snowy, so what kind of animal would have that code name? What color was the guy's hair? It says up here. And you kind of have to figure out by process of elimination how to work that. This is the biggest clue right here, and that will really nail it for you. If you don't want to know, speed past this another 10 or 20 seconds, I'll tell you. And spoiler alert, basically every one of these letters, you see it goes one to the next. You do that here. You take the first letter, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and you find out what his unit is in. With all the other info, you will find out who this person is, and then you take their number and you put it up here. That sum will equal 62, so you know you got it right. All right, moving on. Our journey ends here in Liberty. So now we have the sum of boxes 91. It talks about Jay Skell, his initiative on the island, what he did to basically grow Aroa into what his dream was. We see all these trees, right? So spoiler alert right off the bat. If you don't want to hear this, fast forward right now. And spoiler alert. Each one of these are up here. And you have to look at everything it says here, right? So this took us a while to figure out. But basically, I didn't think that's what it was. Someone had said in chat, said, oh, no, I don't think that's what it is. But basically, you see airport, parliament, hospital, golf course. So that coincides with what goes first here. Then you figure out, for instance, for airport down here, you look at the Patukuwaka tree or whatever it's called, and you find how many, for one tree like this balding one, you see how many branches it has, and that's a number. You put that number, you know, right here. You put that number here according to where the bald cypress is, which the bald cypress is in Parliament, so that's the second number, basically. And you figure that out, do that, and you'll have all your info here. Those are your little hints for everything. Now here's the big, basically, spoiler alert. I'll give you everything right now. And spoiler alert, here it is. So for the first one, these are the numbers. For the second one, these are the numbers. This is the date when the last ship was. This is the compass one. This was where the compass was pointing. This was the tree. One tree radius was this. The other tree radius was this. This was the spy. This is the number to the Russian spy. And this is all of the information to the trees, the leaves, the figs, the nuts, the whatever, for all the trees. We got all of this. We plugged in each letter to each number, and basically our code to decipher it was in restricted area 1, New Sterling Frontier, go north of Gold Digger Pass, look up to the sky, ancient ruins will guide you to the spot to plant the sacred tree. You should be able to really decipher that. The black is basically what we nailed at first. The red is towards the end. That last riddle, we were kind of lost with what to count and how to do it right. And we started kind of figuring out what was what. And we deciphered it like that without even really nailing the riddle right away. We more just deciphered it at the end. You can see in a live stream, the live stream that I had on Friday. It was really fun. 5 hours it took us to basically go through all of these. The beginning was a little wishy-washy because I thought it was in-game at first. I was looking for things in-game, but it wasn't like that. Everything was right here in the riddle. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's really it. What is this, 11-minute video? I wanted to kind of just give you a little hint, kind of like push you if you need a little help. Try not to spoil it too much, but the majority of you, I think, will just go straight to it. There will probably be videos showcasing just where to go, which the majority of you won't care, so you just do it. But we had fun doing this, and in the end, you do go to this spot. You fast travel to the bivouac up here, as I'll show you real quick. You want to look in restricted area 1 past, Gold Digger Pass right here, and you see Gold Digger Pass up here, and near Gold Digger Pass there's this traces of ancient ruins. So you fast travel up here, you come up here to these trails of ancient ruins, and what do you get? You get this blossoming tree. So right here, this tree won't be here. You'll come to it, you'll interact with it, you'll plant the tree. I did my due diligence right now. I did it. We did it together, my community. We came together, and now we helped donate through Ubisoft a little bit of money to go plant the tree. Let me know what you think of everything, ladies and gentlemen. If you are going to do the riddle or not, what do you think of it? And yeah, I hope this video helped. I didn't want to spoil it too much, but for those of you who wanted to know more than just where this was and kind of didn't want to go through the riddles and kind of just wanted to get the meat of it, hope that helped. And that is all, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know what you thought of everything. Comment down below. We'll discuss some things. Shout out to everybody who came by the live stream and hung out and actually tried to solve this riddle with me, and we actually succeeded. It was really, really fun. Shout out to Ubisoft for doing something different. I know a lot of people are upset at little shit like this, and it's fun to mock and make fun of, but for the sake of my community, it brought a lot of us together, and we did have fun, even though I bitch and moan and talk a lot of shit. I had a good time during the stream, but that's really because of the majority of you stop by and we just hang out. But so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all. I hope everybody has a great day. I'm out of here. I will see you in the next video. All right, guys. Peace.